sure it's not time for Venge and Clock. So
they do have a lot of stuns, but they need like someone to initiate very first.
Taken by Kaka as well to make sure that Iceberg isn't able to refill his bottle down bottom. Scans come out from both sides. At the same time there, as they check for rotations, and indeed Nongrata diving in with the battery assault, able to trap Moogie here in the cogs. No Fear coming across as well with the magic missile, and that will be the setup for first blood, going the way of Winstrike as Nongrata picks it up.
Do they have a Tango? They have enough.
Please continue to chase down Kaka. They've got the decay as well. Do they want to dive for it? Doesn't look like they will. They'll turn towards KP. Just get some harassment out, force him to leap back. Still, all three lanes pretty much continuing to favor Winstrike bottom. The Nightmare to be taken off as they'll try and fight back. Nongrata trap Faith in the cogs. Faith able to get his way out, but the chase is there. With the battery assault and the right clicks, they get the kill onto the Bane. No Fear still alive as Moogie couldn't quite find him with the rocket barrage. Wave of Terror out, the flat cannon hits. Is it enough to kill off No Fear? It is, so Moogie will find the trade.
Bottom, mid lane still going Iceberg favored as No Fear is set up here to look for a kill.
They're trying to see if they can get the toss back into the mid-up, but SCCC plays it careful. Gets underneath his tower, straight away Kaka's in as well.
Top lane, Nongrata.
Set up. Nightmare into the homing missile, and that should certainly do it. Nongrata will pop the stick charges, the cogs. Can he really get out of this? No, he can't. Brain saps up on Faith and finishes it onto Nongrata with the missile. Kaka will show himself, but already Nongrata realizes the danger. Gets himself far enough away on the side, though. It looks like the No Fear Venge will be left behind. Nightmare into cooldown setup is there to allow Newbee to claim themselves the.
So yes, Triple C has gone for a, I mean, it's different, but it's kind of expected when you're playing versus a tiny double bracer on the Dragon Knight as well as a raindrop to tank that damage.
Top lane, again looking for the setup onto Nongrata with a Nightmare, but he gets the chance to pop the cogs down, forcing Moogie away, and now Faith, he's in the awkward position because with the battery assault and the soul rip, they have the damage to bring down Faith. No Fear will also head up towards the top lane and
already a lot of the heroes on Newbee and take them out.
Mid lane. They can find the setup. They do get the magic missile and avalanche. It does stack, but it may not matter. They get the toss back. Do they have the damage? No. With the quick stun onto the Tiny and the Nightmare as well, they may be able to look for the turnaround. They head forward to Iceberg. The Nightmare is removed, allowing Iceberg to get a stun back out. The Curse Crown does connect, but Newbee, they're actually splitting up. They know that they can't get this kill. They use the Moonlight Shadow. They back away. Kaka nearly falling there. Is able to stay alive. The toss damage not quite enough to finish off the Dark Willow.
SCCC's build there coming into play, the double bracers.
And Iceberg, he's got a double damage. A quick punch to the back of Faith knocks him down.
Stepped up way too close there versus DD Tiny.
Look how much still second on the net worth as you saw all three cores of Winstrike, the top three on the board at the moment. Their lanes going exactly to plan. We'll see SCCC now make the rotation. Does lead in with the stun on to Always Want to Fly. Arrow from KP follows up. They've got the control and they have got the damage.
Nicely done. Top Moogie.
Looking to move in Nongrata. Now level 6 has already used the hook shot. He has to be careful of the damage of the rocket barrage and the homing missile. In fact, Nongrata will go down. SCCC in with the TP rotation. They'll look to find No Fear as well with the rocket barrage from Moogie. It should be enough, and it is. A killing spree for Moogie as they clean up both heroes on the top lane of Winstrike.
Looks like they initially went for the hook shot. It went off the mark, and then they just continued to go for that dive. And if you get isolated versus a gyrocopter, that's the strength of the hero is still there, and that has not been changed. The rocket barrage still will shred you if you don't have any type of magic resistance. As we do see, Nongrata queues up the blade mail immediately afterwards, as expected, before Newbee gets to that power point.
Yeah, and this is going to help them. The Blink Dagger on Tiny done. 10 minutes in, Iceberg ready to play and ready to make those movements as he heads towards the top lane. Newbee trying to start something. They'll get the swap back. No Fear grabbing Faith, putting him underneath the tower and into the hands of Nongrata as Faith will get swapped back and left behind. The rest of Newbee retreat from the push.
Have to be a bit afraid here for Newbee just because of this, like you said, the PL. Silent is just...
Oh, and that's the Blink reveal.
Whoop. With that Phantom Lancer. Constant rotations up here.
And likewise, Winstrike constantly sitting behind him with two supports. Making sure that the setup is there for them to try and find the fight for top lane. And in with the Elder Dragon form. Find the stun, opening up straight away onto the Venge. No escape for No Fear. TPs are starting to come through, but already Newbee surrounding a second. They find Always Want to Fly. He gets the tombstone down, but he's dead as well. Jump forward from Iceberg with the combos. Enough burst to kill off Faith on the Bane. Kaka holding the Terrorize for now. Moogie looking to turn, has the cooldown onto Iceberg. There's the combo. The Terrorize sending Iceberg back underneath the cooldown with the magical damage that Newbee had. They find the kill, but Silent has come in with a rotation. Looking to chase down Moogie. Can he find Moogie? Moogie keeping himself outside of vision. He charges forward with the Curse Crown. Holds back the PL. Silent desperate for the kill, but he's not going to get it. Newbee keep everybody alive as Nongrata maybe seeing if he can find the wraparound with the battery. So he's found him, and Nongrata does get the kill. It's a big payoff as well. 500 gold underneath the tower. He's wasting their time at the moment, just trying to make sure that they spend as much time possible looking for this kill. As there we have it, they do now set up to him with the Nightmare, close the gap with SCCC. And they'll have enough control to burst down No Fear. Same time mid lane, Moogie with his eyes on Iceberg. See if there's going to be any TPs coming through. There will be. And look to see if they can find the fight here as they'll move in with the cooldown. Iceberg does get the final touch onto the tower and does have the backup of Always Wanna Fly. Pops down the Tombstone, quick soul rip as well onto Iceberg. But it's going to mean he's going to end up tanking the arrow. Always Wanna Fly does die. Iceberg just keeping himself in. Moonlight Shadow popped down as well. They have a sentry. With the combination of the Terrorize and the Bramble Maze is enough to hold Nongrata back. Same time up top, they found Silent. It's a big one. Straight away, Fate, no hesitation. Opens up with the Fiend's Grip, and Silent caught out.
Has the defusal finished, but that's twice now that Silent has, well, the first time he turned up to a fight, died.
For Winstrike to get Nongrata in on the front lines.
Yeah, Newbee's going for their own play too, because they have all this ward vision around top.
Moogie shows himself a little too long. Nongrata in straight away. There we have it with the blade mail. Moogie would try and throw spells out, but it's only going to speed up his own demise. As they lose the gyrocopter and makes it safely before any sort of stun can kick in. TP's coming up towards the top as they'll look to fight onto Newbee. Newbee themselves with the smoke, trying to find their own surprise jump, but they do. SCCC immediately in with a blink on top. Always Wanna Fly, Always Wanna Fly, can't get out a single spell, but there's the backup. Iceberg comes in, the two-man avalanche gets Fate for the quick punch, and now they turn towards SCCC. They have the Spear and Large slowing him down. The arrow will be thrown out, stuns Nongrata temporarily, but it won't save the Dragon Knight as SCCC gets taken.
Continues to go on the height. He's queued up the Silver Edge, so that's the other thing we were talking about versus the Dragon Knight. Lets you break that Dragon's blood.
Iceberg there, as we see, keeping it cool and making the calls in game as Iceberg mid lane, setting up with the Shadow Blade, jumps with the blink, looks for the combos. KP, not enough damage. KP able to leap to the side. Now Iceberg's got to be careful. Jump forward from SCCC. Can he find the stun or the touch onto Iceberg? He does. He gets the stun. Always Wanna Fly, looking to block the arrow, but the Fiend's Grip still comes down onto the tiny. They've got the combo. Moogie with the damage. Double kill with the cooldown. They get both.
As we see, it's still pretty much even. Same with experience across the board, but that slows down Iceberg.
And Kaka does try and kick someone off down. He's got the Shadow Ramp. Does have to be careful because both Iceberg and Silent are looking for him. Moogie going to come into the backup, has the cooldown, but they've already lost one. They've lost Kaka. This whole rip from Always Wanna Fly, keeping Nongrata healed up. He'll hook shot up to the high ground.
Faith is also lagging a bit behind.
I mean, KP, he can TP. Well, he's not got the he's got the one charge. He wants to want a TP. They do find Nongrata on the back. They're going to lead in, but he gets the blade mail out in time, so it's going to make it hard for them to go on him. They're trying their best. The Tombstone's been dropped down. SCCC looking to head into the tree line, but the turnaround sort of there. Now he pops the BKB. Arrow does connect onto Nongrata. Gets swapped out by No Fear on the side. Kaka with a Bedlam. He found Iceberg with a Fiend's Grip from Faith. They get a second. No Fear trying to fight back, but he's left alone. He'll go down. Silent. He's turned up to the fight. Can he find anything? He looks towards KP with a decay from Always Wanna Fly. They do find one, but Silent, he's just got to somehow get himself out of there. He's got the TP backup in 4 seconds. He's trying to hide in the tree line. The chase is there from Kaka. Can Silent get away with this TP? He's got
dream scenario. Like mess with Nongrata, make the fight total chaos so the Venge can't actually look for a situation.
Oh, look at this. Instantly, they hit a scan, they go for the Moonlight Shadow, make a move, make a play. No Fear's there with the swap out. Will mean that he sacrificed himself. Nongrata sort of looking to try and get back in on this maybe. Silent, he's going to doppelganger up to the high ground. They want to take this fight, Winstrike. They're looking for SCCC, but he gets the BKB out. The Terrorize sending Iceberg back, allowing Moogie to chase him down with the Rocket Barrage. They've lost 3. Silent, he's trying for Kaka. The buyback will come out from Faith, but the Shadow runs back up. Kaka, he's going to be fine. Silent trying to go for the AFK play. Is it enough? The homing missiles onto with the grip. Faith has the control. They'll lose Kaka, but they've got Silent. It's an ultra kill for Moogie. And again, or do you sort of admire that they feel that they can take this fight?
I think it's way too scary to fight into that small little area when you're fighting versus a gyrocopter.
Well, bottom lane, they do find the hook shot onto KP. He's got the leap. Iceberg is going to look for the combos. He chases him down. There's the leap with the avalanche. Another leap is out though. Iceberg jumps forward with the Tom. Has he actually got enough damage? He throws the trio. Will get in there with the rocket, but he's going to pay off his life by the looks of it. The homing missile connects. He does get swapped out by Iceberg, but SCCC with the blink, with the stun, gets the tiny, and now No Fear in trouble as well. The homing missile coming down, Kaka with the Terrorize, keeping himself alive as he sends Silent off to the side. Nongrata does have the blade mail out, but the BKBs are there on Moogie and SCCC. They're not taking a Winstrike into the pit here.
They're trying to take advantage of playing around, I guess you could say, the ulti timing window with the Dragon form, but Newbee are all in the position around this end. Winstrike are not killing it as fast as they'd like.
Nongrata has got to do his best to sort of block off any initiation. as they're looking to lead in with the Bramble. No fear, trying to draw their attention outside of the pit. Winstrike still going for it, but now the cooldown comes down. Moogie charging in straight away with the Mjolnir above him, and the BKB online. They'll get the stun onto Always Wanna Fly. He's gone down. Nongrada leads him with the hook shot. KP on the side gets chucked upon. Iceberg will be able to combo down the Marana. SCCC and Moogie still trying to move forward, but the BKBs have now worn off. They're back into the pit, but Moogie's pretty low. Roshan doing so much damage to them here. They've lost Moogie. They'll get the Aegis on Silent. Iceberg, Winstrike, they get both. They get the kills. They get the clean up Faithful. Because of sort of his lack of ability to quickly farm, but Nongrada just being able to find himself in so many favorable positions.
He has more health than the Phantom Lancer. He is 3100. He also can get 3056 with the anti-treads.
Look at this, Winstrike. They're able to take a tier 3 tower without Newbee doing anything. Tier 3 on the bottom lane is gone. It's Silent starting to hit into the racks. Newbee, they've got to do something to answer this. They'll enfeeble the Phantom Lancer inside the base. Moogie just being forced back by the illusion spam from Silent. Nongrada in with a hook shot. He's able to find KP. KP still with a leap away. Will be fine. Terrorized down onto a couple of Winstrikes, sending them back. They have managed to separate them as Newbee looks to commit with the BKB from SCCC. But the swap there for no fit. Getting Iceberg in onto Kaka. They're trying to target here. This hero, Tyler, can they kill him? They can, but he's got the Aegis. He's going to be back for a second round. Moogie has to get out with the BKB already used. Nongrada back in with a hook shot. Does die. That's Nongrada on for 75 and no fear dead as well. They're losing heroes. 3 down now as Newbee, they're holding, they're cleaning up. Silent's still alive though, maybe he can do this on his own. The buyback comes out from Fave. Silent now will back away. As we would imagine, taking the Doppelganger talent, he's going to have that ability to jump around even more.
You see that talent he chose though, the 4 max juxtaposed illusion. We tend to see the Phantom Rush.
Now see the attempt to lead. They go for the hook shot. Nongrada onto Kaka. We'll split it up the fight here with the Cox. They get the jump with the combo from Iceberg onto Kaka to take him down. BKB's been popped by KP as he looks to go in for the kill on Nongrada. Will find it. Turns towards Always Wanna Fly. Another lead forward. Gets himself a double, but indeed on the back. Silent. He gets swapped out. No fear. Buys him some time. Can Silent get out of it? He's got a doppelganger. Iceberg jumps in with the combo. The break hit onto SCCC. It's enough to punch him down and beat him out. The homing missile connects onto Silent. Moogie's got the damage to finish him off. They find the 3 for 3. Moogie on the retreat, just got to be careful, no fear, trying to see if he can chase and get the catch on him. So they know that there is time for before Newbee sort of gets over it, and they can do it very fast with the auras, with the Wave of Terror. With the arrow does come through, it's going to hit onto Roche, it's only going to help them here. Newbee's got to get in now if they want to do something about this, and SCCC looks to come in, straight in. They've got the Terrorize as well, Kaka sending him outside of the pit, but Iceberg got the BKB on. He's looking to finish Roche, can he get it? No! Newbee get the Roche, but Iceberg gets the Aegis, but Winstrike, they've lost 3. They're going to lose the Aegis out of the hands of Iceberg as Newbee cleaning up around the pit. They have lost Moogie, but Newbee, they've got the numbers. They'll control him. Nongrada comes in with a hook chase, trying to help out his brother Iceberg. Iceberg turns with the toss onto Kaka. Kaka's got the shadow around here. The arrow in onto Silent, but Kaka falls. Silent back in, turns towards SCCC, gets the Dragon Knight. The buybacks there from Winstrike. That Winstrike are going to try and look for more.
That's very good buyback from Silent. I'm surprised they didn't actually commit the buyback as well from Iceberg. He's still dead for 60 seconds.
Silent will be hit by the arrow here, but they're getting damage onto the barracks.
Yeah.
Newbee, can they do anything about this without the Gyrocopter? Talent, he did actually take the damage one here, Silent. Taking the critical strike over the cooldown on Doppelganger, which we have started to see be a bit more popular among PL players, but he wants that damage. He wants to be able to get on top of someone with the Basher and know that he's going to be able to eliminate them.
Around the bench, the damage is so high on every.
Still got that cheese on Silent for the next fight.
The bottom range racks.
And we have it. Time to smoke from Winstrike. Kaka on the front lines. They do sip. Do they want to jump? And they do. Swap him straight back into the stun. Kaka deleted. Pop the tombs to do so with that kill that they found onto Kaka.
Yeah, they're just keeping themselves around here. It's great that they have those racks for themselves because it keeps that pressure going. Nongrada goes
he's going to lead in straight away, but there's the counterplay. Fave on the sideline with the Fiend Grip, but then they have the damage kill. They know he's got the BKB and the Blade Man out. They get the swap onto SCCC, but SCCC's able to blink back, but he's stuck in the trees! He's stuck in the trees! SCCC's gone!
Oh my god.
Dead for 2 minutes!
If they ever get those situations where they're
still trying to hold off on buying back on SCCC. The homing missile connects onto Silent. Iceberg looking to lead in with the double damage, and he cleans up the racks. The second set of racks now down.
Yeah, that's probably why. And buyback, maybe buyback moves to travel or something along those lines. Just wants to make sure he has the gold.
They know that they're in there. They saw the player come over as well as the Wave of Terror. Can they get in though? That's the question. Moogie trying to lead him with the corner, but Nongrada keeping him out of them with a hook shot straight away on Moogie. They get the swap out. Moogie gets the chance to put the BKB, trying to hit to Nongrada, but the Blade Man is hurting him. They've lost the pain. Moogie on the side versus no fear, but no fear. He's got the angle in play. He can still continue punching. The buyback Rags coming out from Newbee. They look to control it, but NCCC is down. Silent and Iceberg still in the pit. They'll finish off Roshan. They'll get the Aegis on Silent. Non-Grada still playing around with KP. Has the gem, has the detection, chases down KP, and KP's got... Can Newbee really help with just the three of them? Silent, the tier 3, got the Moonlight Shadow constantly up, of course, the arrow comes through. Will not connect. It's KP, does look towards always want to fly, gets the tombstone down. But they're onto the barracks.
They can't push them off, the buildings are going to die. Look at Iceberg, he just chunks right through them with Silent.
Look at the Curse Crown onto the Tiny, but there's non-Grada. He's looking to go straight in, doesn't find the hook shot onto Mugi. But in the Winstrike, able to claim that final set of Rex here.
KP.
Look at the jump, KP's able to leap away. The Terrorite just start to push them back as KP will survive with the BKB and the Moonlight Shadow Invis. Non-Grada getting Curse Crowned. The Courier actually going down, did have the Refresher Shard on there for Winstrike, but I don't think they'll care too much as they've taken all the racks. They're onto the tier 4s, still 20 seconds without NCCCs. Look at the speed that they take these down. Iceberg with the right clicks, he found one tier 4, Mugi leaning in, does get always want to fly, but non-Grada comes in with a hook shot, unable to trap Mugi with the cogs, but Silent straight on top of KP. KP getting bashed up, cannot escape, KP's gone, Iceberg in with a combo, finds Faith, Mugi getting pushed back to base. SCCC will be back up in a couple of seconds, but they've lost both tier 4 towers as Newbee's Ancient is exposed. Silent still standing strong, but he gets stunned. SCCC able to find the jump. He has got the Aegis though, Silent, if needs be. Doppelgangers to the side. Non-Grada falling pretty low, but he's got the Blade Mail out. Can they kill off Silent even once? They can. They'll kill Silent once. They'll turn towards No Fear. Mugi trying to chase down this Venture Spirit. He's slowed down by the right click of NCCC. Gets the swap onto NCCC. Back into the clutches of Iceberg. Silent, he's on top of Mugi. Mugi's dead. GG is called as Winstrike knock Newbee out of the competition. Newbee will be unable to make a revenge run as Winstrike, the new lads in town, are moving a step forward.